Okay, whenever you're ready.
All right. From TV rights to its men's basketball tournament, the NCAA, or National Collegiate Athletic Association, averages better than $500 million a year in revenue, according to USA Today. College athletes are constantly in the spotlight and are put under a lot of pressure. Many of you know someone playing a sport at the college level, and you can see how they have to manage their time. My older brother played a sport in college, so I got to witness it firsthand. No one wants to see their favorite college athlete or program have to vacate a championship, which means they lose a championship that they already won, or even lose their job over something like money. And that's where pay-for-play comes in. The school sports program gets punished as a whole, even if one player takes money from someone like an agent or trades memorabilia. Pay-for-play allows players to get a cut of the action. This would allow them to focus on sports, but more importantly, getting their degree. This all seems pretty simple, but is actually kind of complicated. Ohio State University is only the most recent sports program to be in the news for violations by at least 28 players, reported by Sports Illustrated. Members of the team were trading memorabilia like autographed jerseys for tattoos. Players receiving benefits has been going on basically since the early days of college sports. Several athletes rely on partial or full scholarships, and between school and sports, it doesn't leave much time for a job. With all these young athletes, many of which are leaving home for the first time, it's easy to see how someone could get caught up. Dexter Rogers of the Huffington Post points out that the NCAA is getting paid, television networks like NBC are getting paid, and universities are getting paid along with the coaches, so why not the athletes? The players are the ones that generate all the money and the ones that the fans pay to go watch. It wouldn't be difficult to come up with a basic system like a flat monthly wage or a set amount of money per game. If that's going too far, then at least allow them to make a deal here or there if possible. A writer, Patrick Ruby, brings up the case of former USC running back Reggie Bush, who a few years back received benefits from his agent and lost his Heisman Trophy, which is the highest individual honor in college football. The program can be left out of national championship contention, and coaches can even lose their jobs over these ridiculous violations. If FSU got punished for violations while I was here, my experience as a fan could have been completely different. It may not have been as good. We could have lost Bobby Bowden before he was ready to go, or lost all the top prospects we got this season if we aren't eligible to win a championship. The NCAA right now is very conservative and traditional. To solve these issues, there are several different options the NCAA could take, and they could stay conservative or try a more liberal approach. The easiest thing they could do is lighten up when it comes to what is and what is not considered improper benefits. For example, former Oklahoma State wide receiver Dez Bryant got suspended for simply having a meal with NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders. It's ridiculous. Allow the players to get something for their autograph or make a deal here or there. It's not going to be total chaos like they make it out to be. Pay for play is the other option, but the people on the other side aren't really ready to make such a drastic change. Think about it. These underground deals have been going on forever, and I doubt they're going to stop anytime soon. Why not just allow the players to make a little something when so much is being made off of them? There isn't much experience with a pay-for-play system other than the other professional and amateur sports leagues, but a flat wage per game or monthly allowance seems the most probable, while yearly contracts would start to get too tricky. More and more coaches and former players are speaking out about college athletes getting paid, including head football coach of South Carolina, Steve Spurrier, who even offered to pay the players out of his own salary, according to ESPN. I don't know if he was being entirely truthful, but it still shows how important the issue is starting to become. Despite all this, the coaches know that getting an education is the most important thing in the long run. Many players may not make it past the college level. In fact, most won't make it past the college level, so it makes education that much more important. Like I said before, if the NCAA would lighten up a little on their regulations or paying allowance, there'd be a lot less negative press. High-profile players can't get away from the spotlight. and people are almost waiting for them to slip up, it seems. If we continue on with the way things are now, it's just going to continue happening, and people will find other ways to cheat the system. But if we change things up a little bit, it could put the focus back on the game where it's supposed to be. All these violations in the news these days are taking away from the game itself. In the end, college athletes are under a lot of pressure, and the NCAA gets tons of money off them. So why not allow them a cut of the action? So I ask that you sign my petition to propose some new ideas to FSU regarding our own sports programs. I'll be the first one to sign, and hopefully will be considered sometime in the future. Remember, the NCAA is making over $500 million a year, and with a lot of these players being treated like professionals, why shouldn't they get paid like one?